They, in my view, make for sensible local government reform.
I call Andrew Williams.
Mr Speaker, it's a shame I seem to always get the 2-minute call with 2 minutes to go, and as a result the line of thought can be a little bit interrupted when you've only got 2 minutes to wind up. But it is very interesting that to hear the comments of the National Party in relation to this, particularly from most people who from the National Government who've had no experience in local government at all, and they speak as if they've got huge knowledge. Ian McKelvey over there, former Mayor of Rangitikei, certainly does, but most of the National Party people have no knowledge. And it is interesting that therefore they expound these utterances, but they really don't know what they are talking about. Coming from 9 years in local government, and probably the only person in this parliament elected as a community board member, elected as a councillor, and elected as a mayor, I do have a little bit of a knowledge rather than those who just concentrate on gardening activities. And those that would know, for instance, wouldn't know in this room that there was a certain National Party backbencher, John Key, who had a private members bill back in 2005-2006. And it wasn't drawn from the hat in this parliament, but he was trying to, as a backbench MP of the National Party, in opposition, trying to create a super city in Auckland. Isn't that interesting that most New Zealanders don't know that the person who was pulling the strings to create the super city in the first place was a backbench MP by the name of John Key? Now, isn't that interesting? And I now only have half a minute to go, but I will come back after the tea break, Mr Speaker, and I will continue this discussion and the proper history of local government and how we got to this stage and how local government actually in New Zealand is doing very, very well, and how, for instance, the Shand report back in 2007-2008 said local government had $100 billion in assets and only $2 billion in debt. And it was the recommendation of the Shand report into local government that they should leverage their balance sheets and take out larger loans.
It's time for me to leave the chair. This debate is interrupted. I shall resume the chair at 7:30.